I saw that he shit on a woman's head.
Yeah. He pooped. He was having a threesome. He was making her have a threesome with her and another man.
Yeah.
And then he pooped on her head. And then he was like, I'm going to go take a shower. Some of the poop got on me. You two finish up.
Finish up here, buddy.
And then he took a shower and then he came back. Which it's like, well, then that defeats the purpose.
Well, did he mean some of the poop got on me, like, just in the way when you take a dump, some poop gets on your cheeks?
I don't know.
Because that just should be expected.
No, it's a dark story.
Hey, you're the one who told me to read it.
Do we need a sound check?
I did it already.
Whoa, we're live.
Here, I'll check it real quick.
No, you're good. I'm going to go.
It's weird. I just Googled Vince McMahon, and it's like, why is Vince McMahon selling WWE? And then the next question is, what does Vince McMahon eat?
What does he? How does he get those abs?
According to Chioda,
Mike Chioda? Mike Chioda? Mike Chioda spoken on it?
Is that the guy from Alkaline Trio?
Yeah, it's Chioda. Chioda's. Wait, what did Mike Chioda say? I have a theory he's one of the refs in the deposition.
It says Chioda.
Yeah.
That's
a guy's last name.
Mike Chioda recalls Vince McMahon always eating healthy in WWE.
Oh. I thought Mike Chioda had commented on the lawsuit that he's clearly involved in.
No, this is his diet.
See? So you're telling me that Vince McMahon's having weird threesomes with people at work, and then some guy's like, I know what he eats every day. And you tell me that guy doesn't know the deets? Guy's like, he eats usually like 18 ounces of steak every week, 12 ounces of pussy. I mean,
steak is brought up.
Of course. Broccoli, probably. Rice.
Health food or protein bars or steaks from very expensive restaurants.
Only expensive one. He doesn't care about the quality. He just likes getting ripped off.
Yeah, he just loves giving people money.
He's like, go get me Salt Bay's fucking steak.
Bring me Salt Bay.
Bring me steak from a celebrity chef who doesn't go to that restaurant anymore.
I need to season this turd on this lady's head.
Yeah, is there a Gordon Ramsay restaurant that he's abandoned? But they still have the branding? No, that's... my girlfriend's going to Florida this week. And,
so she's going to meet him.
No, this man doesn't live in Florida.
That seems like where he lives.
No, he lives in Connecticut.
Really?
Yeah, well, that's what WWE headquarters is. No, but Hulk Hogan lives in Florida, and he owns a restaurant called Hogan's Hangout.
Nice.
And he hangs out there.
Nice.
I know, otherwise you get sued for branding. But it's near where she is, and she Googled it, and it's 35 minutes away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. If only I was on that trip.
Yeah,
I'd insist on an hour and 10-minute round trip.
To get a shit steak.
To get a terrible...
Only to find out, Hulk doesn't come in on Wednesdays.
Yeah, only to find out Wednesdays he goes to church. Like, what?
He's a third-day Adventist.
Yeah. No, Hulk Hogan, he's a big, tall guy.
That's true.
He kind of looks like my dad in the face. That's a theory I've had recently. Is that like maybe Hulk Hogan's a distant relative?
That's a theory a 10-year-old has.
I have a theory that a zebra is kind of like a horse. That's my theory.
Oh.
No, I bet I could I could be Hulk Hogan.
I think I could be Hulk Hogan.
I have a mustache.
Yeah, that's true.
I could I can go like that.
I could rip a shirt off.
I could lie.
I can have shitty kids.
I could lie. I could have a kid who murders people.
Brooke Hogan's a murderer?
No, I think Nick Hogan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who did he kill?
Brooke's safe, Eric. Don't worry. You won't have to propose through a glass window with a two-way phone.
When did I tell you about my crush on Brooke Hogan?
When didn't you?
Honestly, it's just
whenever anyone says Hogan, you go, Brooke? People will be like, there's over here two people are going, my favorite match is a Hogan Savage. And you go, Brooke Hogan wrestled Randy the Macho Man Savage?
I want to be a Hogan's hero.
Hogan, that's what you think when you see, they go, Hogan's Heroes. You go, Brooke Hogan's?
Brooke Hogan's sub shop?
Yeah. Brooke Hogan making Sammys? You're just at WrestleMania. Is that is that Brooke Hogan's dad?
I've been meaning to run into him. I wanted to ask her hand.
Yeah. No, this Royal Rumble is this weekend, and it was from Clearwater Beach / St. Petersburg, Florida.
Is that why your lady's going there?
No, but it is funny that we were watching that, and she's like, I'm going there in a week. And I was like, oh, man, you're going to see old bus ads.
You're going to WrestleMania?
I just go to the Royal Rumble.
Oh, okay.
No, but I was excited because I was like, you're going to see old bus ads. Like, you're going to be walking around town, and there's going to be like, this Sunday, the Royal Rumble, and then it'll be like the date from 2 weeks ago, because the bus ad.
Steal that bench.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It'll be fun. You can ask locals if they were there.
If you see, ask everyone you meet.
Were you at the Royal Rumble? Were you in it?
So how about the Rumble?
We were watching we were joking that our dog is worried that she's going down there because our dog now thinks that's what happens in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Rumbles?
Is the Royal Rumble. So our dog's
Is she afraid of
our dog's
wrestling?
like, no, don't go, Mom. They'll throw you out of the ring.
I don't want you to get eliminated.
Yeah. Which Royal Rumble's a funny word for a dog to say.
Royal Rumble.
You'd have a lot. Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble.
Because all dogs sound like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Do you think dogs watch Scooby-Doo and they're like, I don't fucking sound like that?
You know, they go, that guy nailed me. They go, I've been nailed. Who made this? They go, what the fuck?
You know, impressions are the highest form of flattery.
This guy sounds just like me.
Is that the phrase? Impressions
That's
are the
going to be
highest...
my new reaction when people do shitty impressions of me. I'm just going to go, whoa, that sounded just like me.
Jesus Christ!
Can I pay you to talk to my mom on the phone?
Put my jacket on. You look like you have cerebral palsy.
Hey, I wear a raincoat now. It's always wet around me.
It's been raining.
It's always wet where I'm at. No, but at the beginning of the Royal Rumble, they're like, hey, so the pay-per-view starts. Yeah. And I don't watch many wrestling pay-per-views, but I love the event of the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
This year's sucked, though. Although the women's was great. And I didn't even know half those ladies.
Yeah.
So they're like, next it's Melissa Punch. And I'm like, this girl's got funny hair. Whoa, she did a flip. There she goes.
Joan of Kickadia over
Joan
here.
of Kickadia. Stephanie Leg Sweep. No, it starts and then it's just like they're showing shots of Clearwater, Florida.
Yeah.
And then Hulk Hogan's just like, Florida's great, brother. And then it's like, what? You're like, why?
Now, come on down to Hogan's Hang.
It's so weird. 'Cause it's like, why are you like, we got to rep Clearwater. At least 2-minute promo about Clearwater Beach, Florida.
Yeah.
And if we're going to do that, who's the biggest star of Clearwater Beach? The guy who said the N-word.
The guy who
while
yells...
having sex with his friend's wife and talking about his daughter.
The man who brought down Gawker.
Yeah, the man who brought down Gawker. The thing I love about Clearwater Beach is you can sue Gawker from there. It doesn't really relate to most of the audience.
That is, I mean, that he did a great thing with that.
He did.
That's going to be his legacy.
That would be fun if Gawker was
That
still around.
and Hogan's Hang.
Hogan's Hangout. We should go to Hogan. We should try to book a live funny dinner from Hogan's Hangout.
And Hulk Hogan is here.
He's refusing to get on the mic. He's asking our producer if we can afford him. He's now realized that our producer is just our buddy hanging out.
He's now realizing that's just my girlfriend.
He's now realizing that we lied about the audience we will be bringing in.
She's still wearing her flight attendant outfit, and he keeps asking her for whiskey.
Yeah. What do you think Hulk Hogan drink? You think it's whiskey? Pina coladas, brother.
Give me a dirty Shirley.
Yeah, like... Why does a guy like that drink? Because he's huge.
Yeah, I don't know why you mean it. What difference does the huge part make?
Well, I feel like huge guys, they can't drink like beer because you have to drink like 1 billion.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so he's probably drinking...
He's drinking hard alcohol.
Yeah, he's drinking, like... He's drinking a brand of
Like,
tequila.
if he liked the flavor of Mike's Hard Lemonade, he would never be able to get drunk off
He'd have to
them.
drink a keg.
Yeah, he'd be having diarrhea from the sugar before he even has a
No,
buzz.
I think Hulk Hogan drinks a very cheap brand of tequila that he thinks is fancy.
Someone tricked
He
him.
drinks it out of like a Glencairn, like...
Yeah.
It's like, that's not the right glass. It's in a plastic bottle.
Dude, that's got to be wild. You're Hulk Hogan and you're like, damn, this video leaked of me saying the N-word while talking about my daughter having sex while I was having sex with my friend's wife.
I gotta make a lot of phone calls.
This is surely the end of my career. I'm going to be financially ruined. Cut to 6 months later. I have $500 million.
And I brought down a media empire.
I got to do that more often.
I should really say the N-word more.
There's been a new video.
Friends start calling him up like, hey, if you cut me in, you can fuck my wife and call her.
Here's a new video.
Call her the K word.
Of him fucking his other friend's wife. He's fucking Jerry Sags from the Nasty Boys. He's fucking his wife while talking about his son Nick Hogan having sex with a Chinese woman
Yeah.
using Chinese slurs.
Oh, free Palestine, brother.
I just don't want my son having sex with one of those. And then there's a beep.
Burp.
And then
No, he just goes beep.
he goes beep. He looks to a clearly hidden camera and squints his eyes. But you can tell in his face he feels guilty doing it. He's like, I don't want to do this, but I'm double or nothing, pal.
Last time I put it all on black, worked out pretty well for me.
I found a weird legal loophole where if you just commit multiple, like, not crimes, but crimes in the public eye.
Yeah.
If you stack enough of them, there's like a reverse. It's like
Yeah.
a double negative.
Yeah.
The court's like, he said the N-word. Well, Your Honor, he was also having sex with his friend's wife and talking about his daughter while having an erection. Well, the computer exploded. He's found not guilty.
The court of public opinion declares what?
It's too confusing of a trial. Are we sure this isn't a CIA psyop? This seems weird. It seems like a lot's going on here. He did work for the NWO.
Is this MK like minimum? Like what's going on here? This ain't ultra.
MK heavyweight. No, that is wild. What a career.
But will wrestling just be over now?
Oh, because of the Vince McMahon thing?
Who takes over? No one else but him has ever ran it, right?
He's been out for like a year or two, sort of. Triple H has taken over, but now it's a big like public company. So there's like a CEO named like there's like other people who actually run it who like don't. They're just business.
So is he
people.
more of just a character in the show?
He
now?
ran it until like a few years ago.
I know, yeah.
And there was even stuff where he was like, he had little lackeys still in the company, and people were like, he's definitely texting them stuff to do. No, but Triple H, it's quite possible it's a big Succession type thing, where Triple H, who's married to Vince McMahon's daughter, found this dirt and then was like, I'm going to finagle a way where I can take over and he will be out and never be able to come back.
What old lady is he going to send a picture of his penis to?
I don't know. He used to date China. But
Do you want to write the wrestling Succession sketch?
no.
We'll get hired for SNL.
I was about
on
to
that,
say
right?
if I would say yes, I'd have more of a career. The fact that I instantly went no is why I like don't have a career.
Would you like a job neither of us want?
You want to do a really easy thing that most people would be like, that's great.
And would you like to make it about 5 minutes too long?
Yeah. Well, you got to build all those sets.
Yeah, do you think the people who build the sets are the reason that
Dude,
all those
building-
sketches are so long?
I do think
the guy
that
who's
is-
hammering
yeah.
away, like all of a sudden, fucking Andy Samberg. That's how long it's been
Yeah.
since I watched SNL.
Well, think of Family Guy. If Family Guy like had to have a carpenter build all those cutaways
Yeah.
and cast a guy who looks like Prince to do.
They put a guy in a Thundercats makeup.
Come on. Like, they're not doing all those jokes.
That's not a 15-second
And
cutaway.
if they are, it's more so like we're doing the Thundercats episode.
Yeah. This is all Thundercats stuff.
But SNL, they can't just be like, here's 2 minutes of wrestling succession.
And that's it.
And then we end with like a Looney Tunes. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Woo!
Yeah. And then the Lorne Michaels dancers. No, man. But yeah, Triple H, he was like, that's got to be an awkward conversation at home. Like, honey, I think I'm going to get a promotion at work. But also I have bad news. Your father is...
Incontinent.
Your father has bowel trouble, but wait, it's gonna get much worse.
Wait a minute.
That's the tip of the iceberg.
That's just the tip of it.
No, it's quite wild. I'm just wondering when X-Pac's gonna take over. You don't know enough about wrestling, but that if someone's laughing out there right now. Someone's going, X-Pac!
He would never!
Someone's Googling right now, is X-Pac alive?
Is he from the 50s?
No, he was Triple H's stoner little buddy guy when they were bad boys.
Is he a good boy now?
He's just a guy. At one point, he broke his anus. He he ripped his anus. I don't know what he did. He has this thing where he'd run in the corner and then just like fuck someone's face.
Yeah.
But he one time did it on the Independence and broke his anus or something.
Wasn't there another wrestler who did that? I think you showed me that one time where he just rubbed his ass in the guy's face.
No, that's probably just Rikishi doing the stink face.
There we go, stink face. I wanted to call it stink face, but I was like, that's too obvious.
That's way too obvious.
Oh, stink face.
No,
I won't be on the podcast.
Someone's really excited running down the street.
Strolling down the street.
They talking about Vince McMahon again.
Free Vince.
Free Vince. No, it's gonna be Hulk Hogan having a threesome with Vince McMahon, and they're gonna be like, "What if my son and your daughter had sex?" They thank God they're both white, and then they look at the camera and do white power. And then they're just in the paper the next day being like, who do we go to for our $900 million?
Vince McMahon and Hulk Hogan gangbanged a dirty diaper. And discussed how grateful they are to have white children.
Oh my God. That is crazy because he was just like, that is wild because he's just having sex with some lady.
Yeah.
And they have so much to talk about.
Yeah.
Because it's his best friend's wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's like a lot you could talk about.
I'm sure they have inside jokes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They probably don't get a lot of time to just the two of you. It's like a fun little combo. And then but instead he's like,
I bet this relationship will last as long as that lime tree in your husband's backyard.
Yeah. Don't worry, we won't have to hear anything. Just like he couldn't hear when we went to the movies. Remember? He kept being like, what did that guy say? We got shook.
Deaf bastard.
He's like,
they're just having fun.
no, okay. That is weird. Sometimes when you're in bad neighborhoods, it's like dogs, where you're like,
Okay.
you're like, this seems aggressive, and then someone who knows more is like, no, they're just having fun.
Oh, they're friendly.
You're like, I don't know, their teeth they're both going.
That's how they play.
Yeah.
They're friends. That's how they play.
This podcast ends with me just holding the mic to the window and being shot.
He comes up, starts banging on the window. Quit doing play-by-play. I see those mics. Don't do that. That's going to antagonize them.
No, they no one can see. But
No, my new neighbor he's got bad friends.
he's got issues.
He's got awful friends.
No, but Vince McMahon or Hulk Hogan. Do you think that lady, when Hulk Hogan said the N-word, she had a moment where she was like, I've made a mistake.
I shouldn't have fucked Hulk.
This isn't the type of guy I should be cheating on my husband with.
Shouldn't have had sex with the Hulkster.
The Hulkster. He calls him the Hulkster. I bet you called him Terry. That's his name.
Terry. What a ridiculous thing to yell.
His name's Terry.
Oh, Terry.
Hulk Hogan's real name's Terry Polo.
I'm surprised.
No, it's Terry Bollea.
Oh.
Which sounds like a bad
I'm kind of
dish.
surprised that Hulk Hogan can get an erection.
Well, this was years ago.
Even then.
Hulk Hogan the character? Or because Terry the man doesn't even have a penis.
Terry the man is asexual being.
You seen that testimony?
No.
That's how he kept handling the testimony, is he would be like, in interviews, you've said Hulk Hogan has like a huge penis. And then he's like, well, that's Hulk Hogan, the character. Terry, me, the human, I'm like a normal
I have a normal penis.
I'm just some guy.
I'm just a fellow with a penis.
Yeah.
Unspecified.
No, that was a big part of his like defense of that trial, was just him being like, you keep saying that Hulk Hogan, that's like a guy, that's a character.
Yeah. Of course Hulk Hogan's racist.
Hulk Hogan, yeah, exactly, literally. It's like, yeah. No, Hulk Hogan had said, who's on trial here?
Who's on first?
The juror is just like, also, he took Miss Elizabeth backstage when she got knocked off the apron at and then the judge's like, sorry, that's a Hulk Hogan. We're talking about Terry.
Terry Valestro.
Terry Valero.
Terry Valier.
Terry Valero. Wait, what's the name of the fucking
Valero?
Valero.
You gotta call ahead your sandwiches.
Yeah, Terry Valero. That would be great if there's like a neighborhood fight on the porch. That'd be, I'm just letting the viewer, the listener at home know. There's a recording, and then outside the window there's a fight.
There's a fight happening.
But it'd be really funny if for some reason the cops need to go, like something horrible happens, and then we have to be like, well, we haven't play-by-play.
Technically, we were recording.
we do have evidence.
Give this to the FBI, see if they can enhance the audio.
Yeah. And then they're just like, this is the murder trial for Melissa Jenkins. We evidence C, and then it's us being like Terry Bollea.
Terry Bulbasaur, or whatever his name is.
How about Terry Ping Pong? I don't like bowling. Background, someone just stabbed to death.
Oh.
Oh, I think it's wrapping up.
Yeah, that seemed like an ending scream.
I saw a hand go up.
Did they have a question?
No, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, like a talk
like
to
a
the
stop,
hand.
like a stop sign. Although now
it's even louder.
The engine is revved post stop.
They're doing a burnout over there.
It's also funny fighting where they're fighting because it's at the end of like where a one-way turns.
So someone's just gonna get clipped.
Yeah, but they're just like in one of the most visible places. So many cars have to watch them and then turn.
Yeah, that's
There's
right.
also a school bus of kids boarding. You see that? It's like a line of school children getting on a bus.
Yeah, it's right in front of a daycare center. It's around pickup time.
Yeah.
Pretty soon there's going to be a lot of people
There's
here.
just three adults arguing. Up, here comes another.
Now there's a fourth.
My keys. A fourth person approached and then just went, "Give me my keys," which makes me think this fight was not planned.
All right, just give me. I want to leave now.
Someone was like, "Yeah, we'll go run errands. I can run you by the store. I gotta go to the bank. Oh wait, I gotta swing by my old place, get my mail." Next thing you know.
Next thing you know. Oh man.
Disappearance. That was a wild set. She just went, "Ah!" It sounds like she's recording a new theme song for Survivor. On tonight's
Also,
episode.
she said bye and then started walking towards him.
Oh, I know. I hate when people do that.
Bye then.
Yeah, I hate it. It's like I'm trying to leave.
I'm in the process of
Because it's hard to
buying.
leave a fight. Because like, if they're just like, "You're a bitch," and you're like, "You're right, I am a bitch," and then you turn to walk away, they're like,
Well, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, they're like, "Fuck," you're like, what do you want me to do?
Well, I agree.
What do you want me to do? If I say I'm not a bitch and walk away, you'll follow me. If I say I am a bitch and walk away, you'll follow me. Fighting's gonna be a bad idea because these hands are lethal weapons.
These are registered.
Yeah, if I even defend myself, I'm going to jail. Do a spin kick and knock your fucking head off.
I think we're way too distracted right now.
Yeah,
Let's just give this a minute.
This is great. This is cool because if you can find this on World Star, you can overlay our podcast over the video. If you live in whatever that weird garage house is,
If you are one of the people in the homeless camp across the street using your cracked iPhone,
if that daycare center has a Ring camera and you have access to the feed, overlay this with it.
oh man,
No, what a wonderful world.
it's quite a country.
No, this is great. This what's happening.
When's the last time anybody ever try and fight you on the road? I'm sure they must have.
Oh, it happens from time to time. I can't think of a recent one. I've been keeping my nose clean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This one guy apparently a few months ago, someone in the crowd was like, I want to kick that guy's ass.
Yeah.
And that was like the first 10 minutes of my set. And then they went out and smoked a cigarette, and then they came back in, and then they laughed a bunch.
Yeah.
And then they went, I'm going home. And then they left. Someone who was at the show told me that.
They just were cranky.
Yeah, someone who was one of the other comics was like, I was in the back, and then this guy was like, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick his ass. And then he had smoked a cigarette, and he came back, and then he loved your set. And then he left.
He was a little cranky. He
The
needed his
person was
fix.
like, but for a little bit I was like worried. I was like, I'm gonna have to intercept Dan and be like, run.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Or give him a cigarette. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know what I did, but that's pretty fun. I like that. No, there's one guy, I was mean to him apparently at a show, but I have no memory of this.
Yeah.
But he'd commented on Facebook once, he's like, don't go to Dan's shows, he'll be mean to you. And I thought that was like a joke. I was like an adult man. I was like,
He'll be mean.
And then he did it again with different wording. He's like, Dan's a bully. And then I was like, hey man, can you stop posting that on random ads for my shows? It's like, people don't know you're joking. And the guy's like, I'm not joking.
I hate you.
The last show you were in town, you were mean to me.
What do you don't remember it
I
at
don't
all?
know what. And they was like, what? And he was like, I don't know, you was doing riffing with the crowd, and then you were mean, you bullied me. And I was like, I don't think I did. I was like, it's possible I did. I don't think. I was like, I didn't do anything that I don't do every other night. I'm not very original. I'm not. I assure you, whatever I did to you.
All this stuff, I've said it to a lot of other people.
Yeah, I assure you, nothing was unique.
What did I look at your pants and go, where's the flood?
Yeah, what the fuck? And you're like, as a child, my home flooded and washed away in a flood.
Did I try and high five you and then go too slow?
Too slow. It's like I have a baseball injury in my arm.
Up high, down low, too slow.
The fight moved to the house over. Everyone's getting fun. The cops show up and they're like, we heard there's a fight. And we're like, it's next door. They're like, oh, we thought it was at this address.
I think they should really stop following this guy around.
Should we offer them all of these sweets? We
Hey.
give them a bunch of prepackaged sweets.
Is your blood sugar low?
Yeah. We could be like, hey, everybody chill out.
How about some Tates?
Enjoy some brownie brittle. Enjoy some Sheila G's brownie brittle.
That stuff sucks.
I was about to say, this bag feels entirely smashed. To where it's like...
It was on a plane.
Was it ever not? What's the shape? Brownie brittle's a trick where it's just... It's always
It's
smashed.
just smashed up.
And she's like, yeah, no, just crumbs from other cookies. Don't tell anybody. I'm pulling a fast one on the airlines.
Yeah, it's like the mystery airheads.
That'd be funny, just do some sort of trickery, but involving the airlines. And then you're like, we got to be really careful how we talk about this. Because A, no one can know. And B, if the NSA sees us talking about hiding stuff on the airplanes and tricking
Not
the
good
airlines,
for
it's not going to
us.
be good.
Not gonna be a good Christmas.
So it's not even a matter of us getting caught stealing the blankets off the plane after each.
It's more about us hiding our espionage
It's
plans.
more about the blankets not setting off some sort of alarm.
We don't want to get flagged by fucking the CIA.
Do you think that you're dating someone who has access to the sky?
Yes.
Do you think they like monitor her in ways that you have been monitored?
I don't know, man. I'm a ghost.
Maybe.
I don't got Facebook. I got a burner phone. Paid cash for that bad boy.
They know where you are. They can find you.
Paid cash for that. Pay all my bills with my debit card.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You have it, and you have a phone still. There's still a number. Wait, does the burner give you a number?
Yeah. I'm not even really sure what you mean by that.
Because because I've had the same phone number since I was a child.
Yeah, me too.
It's followed. That's what I mean.
Well, actually, I do have a different one now. When I got off Virgin Mobile, I had to get a different phone number.
Yeah, but it's not like if they tried to trace that phone number, they're like, who owns it? And they were like,
No one.
It was bought cash at a Target.
How'd you know I got it at a Target?
Yeah, like you know what I mean?
Are you part of the NSA?
Like, is that a thing? Or at some point they'd be like, we have a name. He filled out a receipt. You can't have an unmarked phone.
I remember him. He was wearing a goofy
It's illegal
hat.
to have an unmarked number. You gotta mark your number.
You gotta mark it down.
God, those people are. What do they have to argue about on the street? Because like if I was on the street, I'd be like, it's cold. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, like go somewhere.
You ain't shit. You use a bitch. Use a hoe. I'm going home.
I guess we're out of things to say now.
Honey, give me my keys back.
Well, maybe she took the car. Now
I
he's
bet she
trapped.
did. Now he's waiting. He's like, we're gonna fight until my Uber gets here.
I'm just waiting for the bus now. Can you stop yelling at
Leave me alone. Oh no, are they fighting? Oh no, that's my car. Doesn't say, oh, they don't fight by my car. If wrestling has taught me anything, if you fight by a car, there's a good chance someone's getting choke slammed through the windshield. No, that's a trope in wrestling. Is someone will be like, "Hey, it's the start of Raw, and I just won something or whatever, and here's my new cool car." And
Body slam.
No, and then it's like, dude, you know, by the end of Raw, that car is getting smashed.
That car's getting blown up.
And someone's gonna get thrown, pooped in it or something.
That car's getting blown up.
At the
for
very
sure.
least, a can of paint is gonna be spilled on it. Look, someone's getting free books from the library. This corner is thriving.
They heard the argument.
There's a big argument, and then somebody else is getting free books.
Someone saw that argument and they were like, you know what? I never want to be in that position. I'm going to educate myself.
Oh no, they put books in there.
Even better.
Or maybe they just ashed their cigarette in there.
I think they just set it on fire.
I don't understand what they did in the library.
Well, maybe they didn't. There wasn't anything good for them in
Yeah,
there.
they're like, this all sucks. I was gonna put a crock pot cookbook in the one by my neighborhood, but then what are the odds that?
That's a very stupid thing to put in
What
there.
are the odds that somebody's like, hey, I don't know how to make. I have a crock pot. I'm homeless. I don't know what to do with it.
Like a guy who reads like some article about like how to be homeless,
Yeah.
and he doesn't know what a hot plate is, so he just buys a crock
I
pot.
got a crock pot.
I'm plugging it into the park. I'll be here for
I
the
got
next
a
8
generator
hours.
in a crock pot. I have a gas powered generator. I plug a crock pot into. My food smells terrible.
Oh my god, this pot roast smells like gasoline.
It's like you put a mango in there.
What is this, a mango roast?
So those kids live. You think those kids were all excited when they saw the people fighting?
Oh, I bet.
Woo! That'd be pretty fun.
When's the last time you saw someone get beat up?
That's what I was gonna say. Is I don't know the last time I saw someone get beat up is probably within the past 2 years. I saw a pretty wild one like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But then as a kid, I don't think I ever saw people fighting.
Really?
But I would have loved that. Like if I would have been a bunch of kids on a bus and we passed to
What's your idea of child? Like kid,
anything
kid?
before graduating high school, really.
Okay, yeah.
Like if we were in high school and we're just going on a field trip downtown and just two homeless guys are fighting, that would have been awesome. Like that would be a cherished memory of mine.
Oh yeah. No, every fight I saw as a child I remember, and I saw more than a few.
I was about to say you were Tennessee, so you probably
There were some
people were
scraps.
challenging for some dames.
No.
Guy rides up on a horse and goes, "I've been training. I'm taking back my cousin." And then he kisses her, and then you're like, "What?
What?
What?
Texas.
Jesus Christ!"
No, I saw this kid named Texas get the shit knocked out of him one time.
Really?
I also saw him get a hand job on the bus. That guy had a real life.
That guy got two beatings. You saw him take a couple of beatings.
I'll never forget either one.
Texas is always coming out on top.
Oh no, he lost that fight.
Oh yeah, you said he got beat up. So he got beat up and then he got the hand job?
That's the sympathy, yes.
This is a lot. We're learning a lot of like weird like ones and twos paths you can take. You know what I mean? Like we can take the Hulk Hogan path to getting $450 million.
Or you can get knocked out and then get a hand job at 15.
You get beat up as a 14-year-old, hand job at 15.
No, the hand job was first. I think maybe.
Oh, really?
I think.
Well, that actually does change everything.
I think maybe the guy was just jealous.
He beat him up from the hand. That's why he. The guy who was fighting.
Are cars fighting now?
Yeah. Some weird syncopated honking. No, Texas went to go fight, and then his hands are just kind of loose. He doesn't have good fists.
Yeah.
But all the guys beating him up have fists clenched together.
Because they've been masturbating.
Yeah, held tight with their own cum.
Yeah, but he's just been getting it taken care of.
Texas is all loosey-goosey.
From Sarah on the bus.
Hey, pals. He's got one button down too many. He's like, what's up, homie? What's with all the aggression, Ace?
Hey, buddy boy. I think you need a release. I'm sure Sarah can help you out. Bring a towel.
So is Sarah the girl?
I'm pretty sure that was her name.
Hell yeah. If you grew up in Franklin, Tennessee.
And your name is Sarah, you're a fucking whore.
No, you're cool. But you did lead to violence. I hope you learned your lesson.
Yeah.
That girl became a defining.
If you didn't bring enough hand jobs for the whole bus.
That's true. No, that became a defining like thing in her life. And then she's like, she's one of those people who's like, I love when guys fight over me. She's like, my boyfriend's an MMA fighter, and then I just like when he's in the bathroom, I hit on a guy, and then when he comes back, I'm like, this guy's hitting on me, and they fight.
I saw a great video.
I love it.
It was one of those
I
ridiculous.
go to hockey for the fights. And you're touching yourself.
Just jerking off.
Yeah.
Put me in the penalty box
Hey-o.
for flicking my bean. Aggravated bean flicking.
Aggravated bean flicking.
No, I saw a video of. It was one of those dumb prank things. It is some kid, and he walks up next into like an aisle of like a Walmart, and he's like, "Hey, do you know where the excuse me," and just farts on the guy.
Oh, whoa.
And the guy like chuckles, and then his girlfriend turns around and goes, "You did not." And then the guy starts trying to fight the kid because the girlfriend just was like, "Oh my god."
That's great.
But the man.
He liked it.
He liked it.
But the honor.
Yeah, the honor.
The honor.
Yeah.
Hey, this laugh was great, but I can't stop with the. I love tang.
I love pussy. So I gotta beat up this child.
It was like a Will Smith thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Will Smith laughed.
Yeah.
And then he went, ha ha. And then he went, oh no. My ex-wife's mad.
Man. That was crazy, wasn't
Will
it?
Smith. No, that's always on like YouTube videos of like the craziest things at award shows. And then I always act like I don't know what it is.
Whoa.
I'll go, oh, I love Chris Rock and Will Smith. Wait,
Will
they did
Smith
what?
is great.
They did, oh my God, wait. Holy shit.
Have
Was
you
this real?
Is this... Well, Chris Rock is a comedian. This must be a joke,
Yeah.
right?
Obviously.
And Will Smith is funny.
Dakota Johnson, I don't know this girl. Ellen Yeah, Ellen, what? She did invite her to her party. I've never heard this anecdote before.
Lizzo, she's so nice.
Lizzo's so nice. Banana, I'm Banana. She didn't do the Banana song. Why does the title say Lizzo and Banana? The 20 biggest falls from grace. Lizzo, number 3. Lizzo goes
20 loudest falls from grace.
Hey. Yeah, when I was worried because when Lizzo's career collapsed, I was worried there was going to be another. Never mind, I fucked up my own joke.
You can take it from the top. I don't mind.
When Lizzo's career took a stumble, I was worried that would lead to a housing market collapse. Because she's like a big Godzilla creature.
Yeah.
She'd collapse the housing.
Yeah. Tearing up Kyoto.
Yeah. She should be at a WrestleMania.
She should.
Just put up a couple.
She should win
Put
Royal
a couple
Rumble.
of ropes around her, and then they can do the whole thing from.
I can't believe they're still yelling.
She should do the Super Bowl.
Oh, Joe, she's on the phone now.
Lizzo's going to the Super Bowl. They're gonna paint 20 stripes on her. How many stripes? They're gonna paint how many stripes?
She's 100 yards wide.
They're gonna put up some fucking whatever. You get it.
I don't know.
You get it. Anyways, I only had a week to prepare to do halftime at the Super Bowl. I'm Joe Coy.
Not sure why they booked a comedian for this.
America, as a goof, has decided to just keep booking Joe Coy on
Last
short
minute.
notice for gigs he'll do bad on. Taylor Swift's up in and then there's 2 minutes where he's just trying to find which VIP.
How the fuck does the camera always find her so quick?
Yeah.
Can I get some help?
Yeah. It's hard too because the lights are angled up there.
Oh man,
No, that's proof that the NFL is rigged, I think.
that because Taylor Swift.
I don't know anything about football, and then
because Taylor Swift is dating one of them.
yeah. No, I didn't know anything about football. And the other day I was talking to someone. I said, "Who's going to go to the Super Bowl?" And everyone was listing the people. And then everyone, I was like, "So Taylor Swift's boyfriend's going to the Super Bowl?" And they were like, "Maybe. There's a pretty good chance."
Yeah.
And then he is going to the Super Bowl.
He is.
And it's like, come on. You know what I mean?
Well, he was already a pretty good.
Crazy.
He was already. Well, first of all, they won last year,
But
so
it's
it's
not-
not like they fucking came from nowhere and now they're a great team.
But it's not like Taylor Swift's looking at the fucking stat sheet while she's swiping on rich
Raya.
people Tinder. Yeah, Raya. How do you know about Raya? Is that how you and Andrew met?
She was the most famous flight attendant.
I'm on Louisville Raya. It's just me and Will Oldham looking for threesomes. If a girl joins, we're gonna do it. If Jennifer Lawrence ever comes back to visit her family or something, Will and I, Will Oldham and I, are gonna get a little ding
We're gonna check on Thanksgiving, see who's in town.
Yeah.
see if we can get Jack Harlow in a dress.
I match with Jack Harlow on Raya. How low would it get just some bartender?
Yeah, that would be Louisville Raya.
Yeah. It's just Gracie.
Oh,
from
Bonnie.
Kaiju. Yeah, it's Bonnie. Just Louisville bartenders. Notable Louisville bartenders.
Louisville Luscious.
Rusty the jerky guy. I guess I'll swipe right.
Oh, wait. You swipe right, and then the next one is Rusty the Jerky Guy's glow tit.
Oh, whoa.
Super like.
Super like. I'd super like Rusty. And then when he matched back, I'd quickly delete it.
Ooh, I'm too nervous.
embarrassed.
I'm too nervous.
I was doing it as a joke.
Yeah. And now, when I want jerky, it's going to be awkward.
It is going to be awkward.
I heard he retired.
Dude, is that real? Oh, that's a bummer.
How do you retire from just wandering around bars at
Yeah,
night?
he's like, I'm not gonna go to bars and sell beef jerky out of a basket. The economy collapsed. My basket collapsed.
My basket broke and I
The
took
sides got
it.
hit
My
by
tit ran out of batteries.
A big dog ran around my house and ran into the basket, and the side broke. We should dress up as Rusty.
I mean, a
sell people
lot of
bags of
people
funny-
already do in town.
Sell bags of funny dinner.
So,
Just sell a USB of funny dinner.
5 gigabytes.
5 gig.
Can you delete the podcast off it?
Tara. Those bastards finally did it.
The sons of bitches.
How many
finally
bytes are we
did
up to? Giga? Mega? Tara.
Tara. They did it. Sons of bitches did it.
Now this is a green 3. I know it's a green 11 and a green 5, but never a green 3. So what game is this ball from? And
How did he get in my RV? It's got to be one of the dumbest jokes they've ever done on that show.
No, I watched that this morning.
Yeah?
Whitney was felting something, and the base of it was just a white ball that had green felt around, but there was a little part you hadn't felted. So look, I saw you was making a green 3. That's one of the first things I said this morning to a human. Was, are you making a green 3?
What?
And then she went, what? And then I grabbed the remote and went, YouTube, community, Elroy,
Green
ball.
3. After that, do the Lego one.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
I love it. Him encouraging white people. What's the deal with Legos?
Used to be simple. Astronauts.
Barnacles.
Harry
I'm
Potter.
not mad. I just want to know what happened. No one's going to answer me? All right.
All right.
I think he died.
You guys have very weird reactions to things. Yeah, that guy did die.
What a world. Safe Light Auto Glass.
That's what killed him.
Yeah. You ever see the SNL Safe Light ad?
No.
It's
14 minutes long.
No, it's SNL apparently gets paid by companies, which this sounds like a thing that would be a conspiracy.
Yeah.
But now things just are.
Yeah.
But SNL gets paid by companies to make commercials.
Okay.
And then the company apparently can then be like, we don't like this.
To make...
Scratch it.
Yeah, don't put that in the show.
Yeah. And they made a Safe Light one where it's Safe Light the auto glass installation. They come in a vehicle, you go, oh, my windshield broke.
Yeah.
They meet you, and they somehow give you a new windshield.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand how the fuck that happens.
I don't either.
And what if you hit one of those vans?
Oh, boy.
Glass forever.
Yeah, it involves a suction cup, and I'm like, this seems like a spy movie.
Yeah, what are you doing?
You're trying to climb my car?
A guy one time made me a car key on the spot.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a key and I was on the road, and he's like, oh, well, you can like make a key.
Yeah.
But you keep like cutting it and then putting it in and then pulling it out and then cutting it. And I'm like, this looks illegal.
Yeah, probably
Like,
is.
There's no way this wasn't just
Yeah.
developed by criminals.
Yeah, and then the guy, when you asked him how much, he went,
You went, and then in his mind, on the devil on his shoulder, the angel on his shoulder said like $90, and then the devil on his shoulder just showed him driving away in my car.
Oh, I thought you wanted to give me the car.
Oh, I thought you just wanted a key made. You're just watching the process, pal.
And now you do it.
Yeah.
That would be great. He fucking does all the Slim Jim and stuff. Like you lock your keys and he does all
Yeah.
that. Unlocks
Snaps into a
it.
Slim Jim, hulks out, punches through the window.
Royal Rumble begins.
Royal Rumble starts.
Hulk Hogan pops up, yells a slur,
Yeah.
tells everyone to come hang out with him at his restaurant.
Coming to Hulk's hangout. Hogan's Hangout. Let's open a place called Hulk's Hangout. And everything's green. It's like Marvel.
And you can smash
You can
stuff.
smash stuff.
Everything's real smashable.
Yeah.
Oh, how'd the escape room go?
We lost.
How'd you get here then?
I was fucking around. That is true. It's bullshit because they're like, well, either way, you're out in an hour. And I'm like, well, then what's my motivation?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Kidnap me.
My motivation should be that I've got to fart soon and I know you're filming.
And listening.
Yeah. I know this goes. People on the dark web buy this footage.
Yeah. Do you think, do they take your phone?
No.
They should.
No, they should. The lady did have a good gag on me because I drank that wine, right? I downed like half that glass.
Yeah.
And then I got there and I'm like, ooh, my mouth's all dry.
Yeah.
And then I was like, do you have like a water fountain or anything? And she's like, nah, we don't have any water. Which I thought was crazy. I was like, you guys don't even sell bottles of water? And she's like, no. And I was like, that is a missed opportunity. But
She's like, Stanley's huge right now.
Yeah.
Where's yours?
I was like, and so I just ran into the bathroom and just took a sip from under the fountain,
Yeah.
the faucet.
Yeah.
And then my girlfriend
Come out, your
my
mustache is all
girlfriend
wet.
was like, what'd you do in there? Because I'd already gone in to go pee. And I said that. And then the girl was like telling us the rules, and she's like, yeah, and if you need to, you can, and she's got like the voice modulator on, because we're in the room, and she's like, it'll be an hour. If you need to leave for any reason, say this word and we'll unlock it, and you can get another drink from the faucet.
You fucking dog.
She burned me.
You can lap up some water from your palm like a fucking Pomeranian if you want.
I got straight roasted.
So why'd you lose? They stopped
We just
you?
didn't move fast enough.
Oh, okay.
They stopped us.
They stopped you.
Stop.
And stop.
No, we just didn't move fast. It was one of those things where we didn't move fast enough, and then all of a sudden I was like, "Oh fuck, we gotta hurry."
I've been goofing.
I was goofing, and then at one point I got distracted by noticing red dots on stuff.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh, the red dot means it's not part of the puzzle." And then Whitney's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, because he knows there's a red dot on the electric box,
Yeah.
and then this weird, like, lock box has a red dot covering the logo, so we don't think the logo is like a clue." And then after like 2 minutes of explaining this theory to her, I just went, am I correct? And then the voice went, yes. we put the red dot.
Very important stuff you're noticing in there.
So then I was like, all right, well, that's 2.5 minutes down.
All right. How are we going to spend the next 57 minutes?
Next, I'll try to guess what the rent is on this place.
Next, I'm going to work on my pitch for why they should be selling Dan's bottled water.
Yeah. Just 15 minutes of me going, really? Is it like a licensing? You can't.
What about soda?
Would they get mad if you brought in a 12-pack every day?
Can you get someone to install a vending machine in the lobby?
You're sitting on money.
How much do you get paid?
Yeah.
Salary or hourly?
Are you the one who has to...
My boss is on salary, but I get paid $14.50 an hour.
Do they disinfect all this shit?
No. Very dirty in there. Hey, how'd COVID hit escape rooms?
I did. That's a good question. I did clean up at one.
You can't zoom into an escape
Yeah.
room.
In hindsight, I shouldn't have cleaned up. There was a moment where we had all these boxes and locks everywhere, and then I went, I'm going to put them all together and then in the corner of the room. And I like neatly put them over there. And that, I mean, it wasn't a lot of time, but that was probably about 2 minutes. I also was having fun translating a code, so that every time a word would come up, I would translate it into numbers using this code. Even though I think we only needed to do that once. I was like, this is fun.
It's fun. I like numbers.
Yeah. I feel like I'm in the CIA. And I'm doing a team bonding exercise in an escape room.
I'm a Navajo code speaker over here.
I feel like I'm in the FBI, and we're doing some sort of holiday activity in an escape room.
I feel like we're in the FBI, and it's my son's 16th birthday.
Yeah.
Where's Aunt Judy?
Yeah. No, also at one point, I did that thing they don't like where you just move them. I just took a thing and just touched everything with it.
Yeah.
And then it set off something. And then later she was like, there's another thing that's supposed to set off.
You did it wrong.
And then I realized I was like, oh, just the magnet was what set it off. And then later I was like, what the fuck was that clown nose? And then Whitney was like, remember when
you brought that in here.
Whitney was like, remember when that baby's arm opened the clown like treasure chest? That was probably supposed to be the clown nose. I was like, oh.
Oh, the clown nose was for the clown?
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. Because for some reason the baby's arm unlocked the clown dresser. And then the baby's arm also unlocked the baby's closet.
Goodness me.
Yeah, it was baby.
So you just bring a magnet to an escape room?
I'm going to start bringing a magnet, and I'm going to bring like a thing that sees where people have been touching.
Yeah, like some UV lights or something.
UV lights, and then I'll be like, all right, well, whatever
is touched.
But
you touched a lot of things that didn't matter.
Yeah, but I'm just even the field. You know what I mean?
I want to see what everyone touched.
Yeah, I touched everything, so it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
But most people probably fail, so it's probably the opposite. It's like on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when they go to the audience with like a high up question.
Yeah, it's like, well, there's a reason they're not in the hot seat.
People are like, this country is it's
bordered by
this country's where Colombian coffee is from. B, Colombia. A, Norway.
Wait, I fucked this up.
C, Africa. Or D, America. And the audience says 75% the country of Africa.
Also, there's an addendum that says this is the only one that's a country.
Yeah. It's the only one where we specify the country of. And the guy's like, I know Africa isn't a country. And Colombia's in the name of Colombian coffee.
So I'm going to say...
But the audience is...
all African. This is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Africa.
They did give everyone a cup of coffee.
The crowd does seem jittery.
When Norm's on it, there's some question where he walks through the answers, and then Regis is like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I thought that's what you're supposed to do." But he's like, "Hey, well, I know Iowa's a state, and then Michigan's up there.
Texas is big. Florida looks like a penis."
Norm also has a very funny thing because you can walk away. You can walk away with someone, and he's up there. He gets the first question, the $100 question.
Yeah.
And then Regis is like, "Are you ready to keep going?" And then Norm goes, "If it was me, I would keep going, but since it's for charity, I'm gonna walk away with the 100."
It's pretty good.
No, it's a classic joke. Where are we at on time?
Let's check the news.
Should we get the neighbors involved? Like, who won the fight?
Well, speaking of fights, Orlando Brown, the That's So Ravens star, back in the news.
Really?
He's kicked out of a hotspot. I guess he was torrenting stuff on the Starbucks Wi-Fi. No, he was kicked out of...
God. You can't stand that close to a Jimmy John's anymore. They're on to him.
McDonald's told him to get a coffee or get out.
Yeah. Hey, we saw you get that cup out of the trash.
I got a receipt from yesterday.
From the trash also, though.
No, he's kicked out of hotspot Tao after outburst. "I am Satan and Lucifer's son."
Is he, though? You think that would be the news?
TMZ.
You think that headline would be Orlando Brown is Satan and Lucifer's
son? Breaking news. The Antichrist is among us.
Yeah. You'll never guess who it is. And only Disney kids will know who it is.
I'm a Disney kid. Of course I'm Satan's son.
Of course I know who Satan's son is. I grew up watching Disney.
Footage obtained by TMZ shows Brown screaming at a server, calling the employee a child molester, and Richard Ramirez, referring to the serial killer, not my neighbor, who's a nice guy.
That's also weird because it's like serial killer, bold claim, child molester, bold claim, specific individual from history, easy to disprove. You know what I mean? A simple ID fingerprint scan.
Yeah. Get behind me, Satan. I'm Jesus. Get the fuck out of here, Satan.
You shouldn't be swearing at Satan.
I don't think Satan would not appreciate that.
There's no such, you know what I mean? There's no hatred for Satan. It's purely love for good. I've been listening to a lot of Charles.
Sometimes I
Carroll
wonder, like,
rants.
how these people continue to, like, make money.
Oh, like Orlando. It's just probably people paying to have like sex with them, which is why they think it's Satan. It's probably rich people being like, when I was a teenager, I would watch you on The Sweet Life with Zack and Cody.
So
Now I'm a tech billionaire.
I would love.
I'd like to pay you to have sex with Vince McMahon.
Also, I love just the caption on this
Oh
picture.
my god, this photo's great.
Look at and just look at the.
He's been arrested numerous times.
And it's a picture of Raven Simone as like gargoyle.
Yeah, it's Raven dressed up as some sort of bird. And Orlando Brown's a child.
And he looks scared of Raven the bird Simone.
Yeah, he's been
Well, I
arrested.
guess I could just say Raven Simone.
What happened on that show? Because Raven's crazy too.
Is she? I thought she was on like The View.
Doesn't you like not believe in birds?
I'm the only Raven.
Yeah.
Well, fuck those birds.
Yeah, I think she does something.
Oh man. Let's see. Let's see the local news here. WLKY. Are you going to the Super Bowl? No.
With like a pole?
No, I saw a headline. And it's
I was
like,
watching the Survivor finale before I came here of
Yeah.
the first season.
sure, you got to start at the beginning.
And the finale, it's like the reunion episode or whatever. And they keep going, we have a scientific poll. But the scientific polls are they just asked, like, they just did a poll.
Yeah.
But they keep calling them scientific polls. It's like really weird. They keep going, we did a scientific poll about who the audience thought should win. Like, and they keep saying it, though.
I mean, is that science? That's science.
It makes me think polls were new.
That's science.
Like, I'm going to read a Reddit post where someone's like, yeah, before Survivor, polls weren't like...
They didn't know what people thought about stuff.
modern, yeah, like, most media would never have a poll.
The elections were always a huge surprise.
Yeah. Survivor changed the game.
Oh.
You know, it's been fun watching Richard Hatch's big old floppy dick.
Richard Hatch?
He won the first season, and he was a nude gay man who he'd have his penis out a lot.
Yeah.
And
Dick Hatch.
and he won. He plays great. He honestly, the first season of Survivor, no one knows what the fuck's going on, and everybody's like, someone's like, hey, maybe you and I could vote together, and then we could like make it to the end and help each other. And then they're like, that's crazy. And they like, there's one alliance in the whole season, and everyone's like, those guys are villains. They
That's
teamed
mean.
up and formed an alliance.
That's so mean.
Yeah, and Richard Hatch wins it, and then all the polls are like, should Richard have won it? And it's like 99% say no.
He cheated. He made a
like,
friend.
Everyone hated him.
He made a friend. That's cheating.
He's just like some cool gay guy who
He's
didn't
naked
pay
all the time.
taxes and was naked. He's the most relatable person I know. He didn't pay taxes. America hated him, but he still technically was the best.
He's the best.
Am I gonna play Richard Hatch in a biopic?
Maybe.
America hates me. I'm always nude. I'm a gay man.
David Letterman, he's all for
He's
Taylor
on all
Swift.
fours. Oh, I misread that. David Letterman's on all fours. with a chew toy in his mouth. Yeah, he's not doing too well.
Here's Taylor Swift, who is a glowing. This is David Letterman speaking. Here's Taylor Swift, who is a glowing bright light of goodness in the world, and she starts dating Kelsey Grammer.
He stole my joke.
No, that's a real quote from David Letterman.
No, I know. I'm saying he stole my joke.
Oh, yeah?
I did that joke with Kelso already. I said, I think it's fucked. I don't care if he was found not guilty. I think it's fucked up that Taylor Swift's dating Kelso after he backed Danny Masterson.
No, that's not true. Gaines chimed in as Letterman insisted he was correct before continuing.
Ashton, you're dating Roger Moore.
What the fuck? Hell is going on here?
There's a Super Dave
where
he's on like the panel and Ashton Kutcher's on it, and apparently they told everyone not to ask Ashton Kutcher about dating Demi Moore.
Yeah.
So then they're just on the panel, and then Super Dave just goes, Ashton, I hear you're dating Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh, man.
Super Dave. No, hit us with another news headline.
Has Amelia Earhart's plane finally been found? Not if it's another woman giving directions to it.
Oh, no. Her plane was found when another female pilot accidentally crashed into it.
It was found. The corpse. The man in the co-pilot's seat is angrily pointing at a map.
Yeah. Amelia Earhart. No wonder she became a pilot.
Air hard.
Air hard. She thought everyone was cheering her, but they were warning her.
Air hard, don't fly.
Air hard.
Oh yeah, that was the other one that I wrote down. There was an article on the front page of WLKY. Going to the Super Bowl this week? No? Well, here's a Groupon for a sip and bake to shut up your wife.
Is that real? Oh, you added the end.
Who's reading WLKY? Because the real article was
Wait,
like...
is there really a sip and paint?
No. The thing was like, going to the Super Bowl this week? Here are some tips for other stuff to do while you're in town for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, like...
If I have Super Bowl ticket money, I don't need help finding entertainment.
The local news.
From Louisville local
Yeah.
news. Like, it's not here.
Talk about phoning in your job for the day. Where's the Super Bowl? San Antonio? All right, I'll just write a 50
Are you going to see the new
Alamo.
Avengers movie? Snowcaps are underrated.
Yeah, some Soga. Where is the Super Bowl?
I think it might have said it was in Vegas.
What?
But that seems crazy.
Yeah, 'cause it's hot there.
Super Bowl Sunday. San Francisco 49ers. Kansas City Chiefs. Where the fuck is it? Oh yeah, no, it is in Vegas.
London. It's in Vegas.
Yeah.
At the Sphere?
Yes. They're gonna play the Taylor Swift movie during the game.
At the Vegas Sphere? I keep seeing that on Instagram.
Oh man.
So you aren't going to the Super Bowl?
You know what? I was gonna go, but I needed new tires, so I had to sell my tickets.
Yeah. That is the best move. Is you just buy the tickets and then you sell them if you aren't gonna go.
If you're not gonna go,
because then if you are gonna go, you have them.
It's better to buy them and not need them. Need them and not have.
Because you'll
them.
always be able to sell the Super Bowl tickets.
Yeah. And it's people say buy gold, buy gold, buy gold. I bought Super Bowl tickets for 2042.
Buy gold. I buy the Gold Rush. 49ers going all the way.
Buying the team.
Yeah. Golden Jets.
All right, bring us home.
So who is the Super Bowl? It's the Chiefs.
The Chiefs versus the 49ers.
Oh, it is the 49ers.
Yeah.
Oh, I just named the team.
I also
Hey,
said
goal.
that earlier, but I think part of your brain was listening.
The Chiefs versus the 49ers. Didn't they settle that in 49?
Hey-oh!
Didn't they settle that? The amount... Didn't they settle the Chiefs versus the...